last one I want to talk about here is challenging bias, because this is actually a deeply cultural issue that we're seeing emerge when it comes to AI activation. But particularly when we think about who's using AI in the workplace, I'll give you an example that just came out of Harvard, where a group of engineers submitted identical code to independent observers, identical code that was AI generated to independent observers, and had that code reviewed. And the female engineers were consistently rated lower than the male engineers. And in fact, the female engineers were attributed as being less capable, being in need of help. They must need help to solve these really complicated coding problems. The male engineers were attributed with being strategic, innovative, creative, even brave for trying these new tools. And we're seeing those kinds of reflections happening that reflect deeply held biases in organizations. I just want to bring that up as something that we need to be aware of. And again, leaders need to be thinking about their own mindsets. What are they bringing into the leadership conversations? How are they orienting towards the people who are making visible that they're using AI to help them be more strategic, to help them make better decisions? What are the assumptions that they're making about those people? Because that drives the culture in the organization. And I think we have to be really aware and be really honest with ourselves around how those biases are coming in and how they're showing up in the AI space if we want people to be comfortable and confident using these tools. Leaders lead the way. Who said modeling the way? I think you said modeling the way, right? If leaders are actively modeling the way and saying, yeah, I'm using these tools, I'm not using them the same way you are, I'm not using them to make my loan processing faster, but I am using them to help me to be a better leader. Then you drive confidence in the organization that it's okay to use these tools and it's okay to make that visible. You're not going to be criticized or thought of as not being a good thinker in that space. So this is a really important thing to be thinking about as you work with leaders or as you're leading in your own organizations, is how are you setting the standard for people to leverage these tools as effectively as possible?